What is up, crafty witches, and welcome to Whip whatever day I decide to edit and post this, because what is a schedule when you have the spicy anxiety and some days you just can't bring yourself to edit videos. That's kind of the zone I've been in for the past few weeks, I feel like. However, that does not mean that I have not been working on things. In fact, I have many whips. I have not been finishing things. So, on that note, what new thing have I started rather than finishing an existing project? Let me show you. Say hello to the beginnings of the Fossil Frenzy t-shirt. This is yet another colorwork pattern, but the colorwork is going to be in the rib underarm area. It is not in the yoke. It is a raglan construction, so right now we are in raglan increase land, and this is going to be a gift for a person who definitely watches my content and who may figure out who they are. And if you do, please humor me and just pretend it's still a surprise. And just so I don't forget to actually show it, this is what the pattern is going to look like at the end, right? Awesome looking. I'm pretty sure I bought the yarn for this before COVID, so like at minimum about 5 years ago when I had dreams of learning how to knit. At that point, I was very much into crochet and knitting was a little bit intimidating. So I thought, why not knit a t-shirt? Because that seemed way easier at the time than knitting a sweater. However, I'm really grateful that I actually didn't end up having this be my first ever knit project or my first ever color work project, because this entire project, even though it's a t-shirt, is done in fingering weight yarn with 2.75 millimeter needles. For reference, my 2.75 millimeter needles. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. The needles that are currently in this project, these are the needles I bought specifically for knitting socks. This is a shirt that is meant to fit a grown adult. So this is like 2 weeks worth of work. And like we have not even split for sleeves yet. We are still like at least, I want to say 20 rounds away from splitting for sleeves. The person who this is for is also much smaller than me and has a very much smaller chest. So like we're only at like nipple line right now. Like this isn't even enough to be like decent in public. So expect this to be featured in whip videos for the foreseeable future, because I am not putting a deadline on finishing this thing. It gets done when it gets done. All right.